Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tom Selleck.
Hiya, Drew. Nice to meet you, by the way. I don't think we've ever met.
I know, and I've loved you for so long. I
love your work, too.
really have. And I was just so excited to talk to you. And of course, we love here on the show to take look backs at people's career because, look, I've been kicking it since I was in diapers. And it's Beauty Week here on the show, and you kind of started in hygiene and beauty commercials.
I was very big on hygiene commercials. No hemorrhoid commercials, though. I draw the line.
It's not over yet, Tom.
Well, I got nothing against hemorrhoids or hemorrhoid commercials, but that's not me.
I have managed to stave off a hemorrhoid commercial myself, but again, you know, it's not over yet. I mean, what incredible longevity and board vision you have had. Another thing that we have in common is Charlie's Angels. You did an episode back in the day.
Yeah, I did.
What was that like?
It was, they were trying to experiment with boyfriends for the Angels, and I was going to be Jackie Smith's boyfriend. And my boss on Blue Bloods, I'm sitting here at the Blue Bloods dining room table anyway. My boss, Leonard Goldberg, had a lot to do with Charlie's Angels. And I always remind him that my part didn't end up recurring. They fired me after the first episode.
Well,
so my boss on Blue Bloods actually fired me from Charlie's Angels. I like to kid Leonard about that.
By the way, I saw a picture of you. I don't know if it was from Charlie's Angels, but it was mustacheless.
Yes, that's possible. I was born without it.
It's hard to believe because I don't feel like I know you without it.
I don't know what's going on under there now. It's been so long. I mean, 11 years of Blue Bloods, I haven't shaved this thing off, so.
Well, let's talk Blue Bloods. 11 seasons of this beloved show on CBS. I mean, fans love the Sunday dinner scenes. And when I was reading about how close you guys are, is it true that you almost have a hard time getting work done because you're being little rascals with each other?
Yeah, well, you know, as you know, you can work on an ensemble picture. On a lot of television shows, I could go weeks and weeks and not see a lot of my cast members because they're doing different scenes and everything else. On our show, once a show, we have a family dinner. And look, I love these people. They're all close friends. And so we have a family reunion once a week on the show, but we also have a personal reunion. And one sometimes gets in the way of the other. It's great.
One thing I wanted to ask you about, Tom, as someone who has had such longevity and a lifelong career almost, I talked to Eddie Murphy about this, and I had such a great conversation because I've been in this business and working my whole entire life since I was in diapers. When do you know to say, you know what? I have to lean out. I have to put family first. You know what? I know when to drive for career first, and everything will find its balance second. Where did you find the work-life balance?
I think it's something you have to learn. You know, the thing that did it for me, I had done a movie in Japan that I'm proud of, Mr. Baseball, about an American player.
Oh, yeah.
Who goes over there. And that was 4 months. And yeah, Jillian Hannah came over. Hannah was a little girl, but just for a visit. So I got home and I got offered this movie where I got to work with Marlon Brando. Well, he's, you know, kind of the man in my generation. And it actually wasn't a really very good script, and it turned out to be a lousy movie. It was Christopher Columbus' Discovery, and I was so thrilled with the idea of working with Marlon Brando that I just said, I got to go. But here's what happened. My daughter got viral pneumonia before I left, so I stayed as many days as I could before going to Madrid where we're going to shoot it. And she was out of the hospital the day I left, but it really bothered me. And it really was, I don't know whether it was an ego trip, but it was the work out of balance with life. And yeah, I went and did the movie. The movie wasn't really worth doing, frankly. I think Marlon was really in it for getting $5 million for 2 weeks' work. And it just bothered me. So I took a year off, and the year off turned into 3, frankly. I love the work, but it gets out of balance.
Well, I love talking to you about that because we're all trying to figure it out in life as human beings, regardless of your occupation. And I applaud you for having that self-awareness and finding a work-life balance that works for you. And it's just something I think about all the time now that I'm a mom. So thank you for that conversation.